So we'll be discussing about the paper pattern of AS Economics. So you have two papers, paper one and paper two. Paper one is the same as the old paper pattern. You'll get 30 MCQs and 1 mark each for it will be of 30 marks, right? So it's a 1 hour exam and you have to give 2 minutes to each MCQ. You don't have to exceed that 2 minute limit. In paper two, we'll be getting 3 questions, and section A is data response, and it's a compulsory question. You have to attempt it. So it's a 20-mark question, section A. According to the new paper pattern, there are some changes in it. So section B is from micro, completely micro. You'll get 2 questions and you'll have to attempt 1 question out of it. And section C is pure macro. Again, you'll get 2 questions. You'll have to attempt 1 out of 2 questions. So the section B and section C, each question has 2 parts, part A and part B. So according to the new paper pattern, you have to give conclusion in part A as well, like you used to give in part B, which is a 12-mark question, discuss-based question. So you have to give conclusion in both of them. There was this workshop by British Council in Pakistan, and I was there as well. We had an examiner in front of us. He was discussing about students' mistakes and what they do in exams. So we asked a few questions regarding the paper pattern and how to answer questions, and there are some things that he told us about them. So your answer in AS Economics is checked according to this thing that's called assessment objective. So this is for section B and section C only, not for section A. For only these two sections, section B and section C. So now what assessment objective is? Assessment objective is kind of think about it as a border. Examiner divides your answer according to assessment objectives and give you marks according to those assessment objectives. There is a range. There are 3 levels, AO1, AO2, AO3. And the best one is AO3. Our target is to achieve AO3. Our target is to make our answer is to make sure that our answer is in level 3, AO3, that is called, that is known as. So there are ranges given. If your answer lies in AO2, you'll get specific marks from, for example, from 4 to 6, you'll get 4 marks, 5 marks, 6 marks. It depends upon the level of your answer, the quality of your answer. So now what assessment objective is for part A, I'm talking about part A right now, and for section B and section C only. So assessment objective, 8-mark question, part A. It is divided into 3 parts, that is knowledge and understanding, 1 part, analysis and application, 2nd part, and the 3rd part is evaluation. So your marks are divided. If your answer has only knowledge and understanding, there is no analysis in your answer, there is no application in your answer, you're not linking with the case, you're not analysis. What does analysis mean? To link with the economy. For example, there's a question that's saying that country X is facing recession and government needs to impose some policies to get out of that recession. Explain, yeah, discuss how can government achieve that. If your answer does not have any analysis, does not have any application, your answer will lie in AO1. That is assessment objective 1, which means that your answer only has knowledge and understanding. You'll get 3 marks. All right. So your answer will be getting 3 marks out of 8. 3 marks only if you're lucky. There is a range from 0 to 3. You can get 1 mark, you can get 2 marks. It totally depends upon your answer. So only knowledge and understanding will give you 3 marks. Now talking about analysis and application. If your answer is good, if the quality of your answer matches the caliber of examiner and you have given analysis in your question and you have given application in your question and you're linking with the economy, you're linking with the case, you'll get extra 3 marks. Your answer now will come in the border of AO2, which can be from 3 marks to 6 marks. Now it totally depends upon your luck how many marks you'll get according to the quality of your answer. But you need to include analysis and application in your answer to get in AO2, that is assessment objective 2. All right. So 3 marks only if your answer is in AO1, 6 marks if your answer has both of these things, AO1 and AO2. Examiner has left 2 marks only for evaluation, that is known as AO3, assessment objective 3. If your answer has evaluation, if your answer has a good discussion and it is a quality answer, you will get the marks from AO3. Your answer will now lie in the border of AO3. That is evaluation, and the marks in AO3 usually are from 6 to 8. So again, it depends upon the quality of your answer if you'll get 6 marks, 7 marks, or 8 marks. So you need to include all these things in your answer so that your answer has the standard that examiner demands. All right. So this is what assessment objective is for 8-mark question. Now talking about 12-mark question. Usually, previously there was no knowledge. There was no knowledge demanded by the examiner in say in part B. In a 12-mark question, examiner usually preferred that a student needs to start his answer directly. He does not need to explain things what PED means or give any knowledge about anything. But now examiner demands knowledge. So examiner has allocated 2 marks only for knowledge. Knowledge and understanding, you'll get 2 marks. If your answer is lagging knowledge and understanding, you'll not get those 2 marks. All right. So those 2 marks are gone. If your answer is good enough and on the standards of examiner and it has a good discussion, for example, if there is a question that explain for a producer what is more beneficial, price elasticity of demand or income elasticity of demand. You need to give a healthy debate to exam. You need to give equal points, favor and against in both of them. You have to give equal points. It's not like you're giving 4 points for PED and only 1 point for YED, and in the conclusion you're saying PED is best. That's not going to give you any marks. So there needs to be a healthy discussion. There needs to be a kind of healthy debate in which there should be a balanced explanation for both of them. You need to analyze, you need to give applications in your answer, and the examiner has allocated 6 marks for this, for analysis and for application. If your answer, it's a good answer, you have equal points and equal debate for both of them. Your answer has knowledge, your answer has understanding, but your answer has no evaluation. You'll get 8 marks out of 12 because 4 marks are allocated only for your conclusion, for your evaluation, and that should always come in the last paragraph. You're never going to give your conclusion in the start. Usually students give conclusion in the start and then go on for discussion. That's now how it works. This is not the way. You need to discuss first and then you need to give your evaluation that according to my point of view, yeah, in order to conclude, this is the best method for exam for producer. So 8 marks are allocated for the body, for the structure of your answer. And this is how they are examined, they are marked. If there is level 0 means 0 marks, that the student has given some, there is no knowledge in the answer, there is no analysis in the answer. It is the worst answer examiner has ever read, and this is what brings U grade. All right, so we don't have to. This is not our goal. We are not going to go into this. So level one means that your answer only has knowledge and understanding. Level 2 means that your answer has knowledge and understanding plus a bit of analysis and application. And level 3 means that your answer is a good answer. It has all the standards examiner requires, and it is a very good answer, but it is lagging evaluation. So if your answer is lagging evaluation, you'll stop at level 3 and you'll get 8 marks out of 12. Now for evaluation, the examiner has allocated 4 marks for evaluation. The examiner has allocated 4 marks for evaluation. Just give me a minute. So I was saying the examiner has allocated 4 marks for evaluation, and evaluation itself has 3 levels. Level 0, level 1, level 2. If your answer is not having any evaluation, there is no evaluation in your answer, there is no conclusion in your answer, you lie at level 0, there will be no marks for them. If your answer is like I said, the question demands what is better for a producer, PED or YED. You have said that PED is better than YED, you'll get 1 mark. but there is no discussion about why PED is better than YD. You'll get no marks. You'll get 1 mark or 2 mark for it. But if your conclusion or says that PED is better than YED because this is the reason why PED is better, and this is the reason why YED is not better than PED. So it means that you have to provide an advantage for something that you're in favor of, and you have to provide a drawback or a disadvantage that you are against. But that advantage or that disadvantage that has not been repeated in AO1 or AO2 means that it is not repeated again. It is not from the body. You have to save one advantage or one disadvantage. For example, if I remember 4 advantages of PED, so I'll write 3 advantages here and I'll save one for conclusion to make my conclusion strong. And I'll give a drawback of YD so that I can evaluate easily and I can tell examiner that no, I'm not in favor of income elasticity of demand because of this reasons, and I am in favor of price elasticity of demand because of this reason, and that reason should not be the same as you have provided earlier, and it should not be repeated. Do you understand? Is it clear?